All right, so we're live. Just got home from a basketball game with my son, and they got absolutely pummeled. They got pummeled. The doubleheader weekend tournament, and they got another game tomorrow, but it was not good. First game today, not good. Second game, really bad. Coach went off on them. Deservedly so after the game, and talking about they're not showing heart. They're not showing heart, and they lost their heart. Like the team got off to a fast start. Like this is eighth grade basketball, like AAU type stuff. Kids are dunking and all this kind of stuff on them. So they collectively as a group, maybe not all of them, but collectively they lost heart. And so I liked that he was tying this back into them being men, like how you're showing up on this court and this team is how you're going to show up later on in life. I love that lesson. And I just so happened to have a book in my truck that I was reading earlier today, and I was going to shoot a live about this, and then that game happened, and so I want to read a paragraph here. And this is Waking the Dead by John Eldridge. So here's what it says: each tree is recognized by its own fruit. People do not pick figs from thorn bushes or grapes from briars. Briars like a sticky little, like a stick little plant, limb, whatever you want to call it. And it says, the good man brings good things out of the good stored up in his heart, and the evil man brings evil things out of the evil stored up on his heart. So what essentially happened was, the team collectively, like, they showed up how it was in their heart to show up. Like they had a choice. Like they were getting their tails kicked, but they still could have showed up like playing all out. They shouldn't have got out hustled. They may have gotten outscored, but they didn't need to get out hustled. And like they could have played better defense, they could have passed the ball, they could have controlled the ball better, all these things. But people do not pick figs from thorn bushes or grapes from briars. Okay, the good man brings good things out of the good stored up in his heart. So now let's push this back to you, my friend. Where are you at in life and business where you've got this shit in your heart, and it's coming up? Okay, it's coming up in the way that your attitude towards maybe your wife, your children, yourself. Like we do this, like we beat ourselves up, and it's coming from somewhere. It's coming from your heart. Okay, and so I talk about this a lot. Like we will know ourselves. Forget other people. Look at yourself. Look in the mirror. Look at your fruit. Okay, you're not going to get grapes from briars. You're not going to get figs from thorn bushes. It's not going to happen. So if you are someone who wants a dynamic marriage, you want a dynamic relationship with your children, you want to be in health, healthy and fit, you want to produce results in your business, you got to start right here. Okay, this is where everything in your life springs from. Okay, it starts here, it goes into your mind, then will come out, it will manifest itself. And if you're producing rotten fruit, trace it back, reverse engineer it. That harsh word comes out, that negative thought, right? That whatever it is, like reverse it. I wish I could do the Jim Carrey thing. He did one of his. Can't do it, but reverse it. Like trace back the fruit that you have. Look at the fruit that you have in your life. Like lay it out before you, metaphorically speaking, and take a look at it. Like take stock of your fruit. Look at your relationships. Look in the mirror at your health and your fitness. Look at your bank accounts, your bank statements, your time. How is your time availability in your life to do things that are in your heart to do, but you're not doing? You're sacrificing for other things that you may not be in alignment with. So look at your fruit. Understand that's your report card. Like, that is real life. Don't beat yourself up, but take the time to just reverse engineer it. Like, why is this root producing that fruit? And it is. Like, there's no denying that. Fruit from the root. Fruit from the root. The root to the fruit. So look at the root. That's where you will find change in my life, in your life, my friends. That's where I got to find it in mine. I was on a call with my coach this morning about some things I was frustrated about. He was having to coach me on this stuff. So this is what we all have to go through. So look at your fruit. If you've got a bunch of just anger or bitterness or hurt or fear or uncertainty or shit, like, that is going to be your fruit. Like that, there's no other way it's going to be. So if you want to start changing what you lay out before you, like your fruit, and AKA your results, like you have to start working here. This is where the freedoms that you desire in your life, the fruit, AKA results, and freedoms that you desire, they're going to come from here. So start seeking here. We're going to find out what my son's basketball team, what they do tomorrow at 8 a.m. Losers bracket. Losers got to show up early. But that's their opportunity. See what they're going to do, to rebound. But the question is, you, my friend, what are you going to do about your fruit? You're going to look to the heart, right? You're going to look to the heart. Don't just don't click off, just think about this. Take heed to this. If you need some help, I run a breakthrough training every single week, only a small group of men that I run a small group training on. And the reason it's small is because it's interactive. Like, it's not just me talking, doing some webinar, doing a class. I share with you some principles, some things that are foundational in my life to help create a path to get results, to get you out of a pit that you may be in, up to the peak of where you want to be in life and business, in your faith, your family, your fitness, and your finances. If that intrigues you, is something you're interested in attending or checking out, shoot me a private message. I'd love to have you hop on and see if we can help you producing the fruit that you want in your life. Take care, my friends.